Gillian Anderson.
How much are we loving Gillian Anderson? Quite a lot. No, a bit more than that, if anything.
So I will donate £20 for a shout out from Gillian Anderson for Kim Gladstone. How much would I need to pay to take Gillian to Nando's? Is that you? It's a shout out for Kim Gladstone.
Kim Gladstone! Woo!
20 quid. And Gillian, just to address the other question, how much money would you need to go to Nando's?
Are you a fan of Nando's?
Speaking of Nando's, remember the Nando's man?
Pete, you're going to Nando's now.
Now, is it true the first date didn't really
Oh, wow!
work out? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, what happened? You forgot? Yeah, okay, so basically, the first date was with Joe, down there somewhere, Joe from Norwich. We went out, yes, so, hello Joe, come on up here, Joe. So, what basically
Oh, it looks like it was a hit.
The date actually went really well, it was just the food.
Yeah, I mean, so basically what happened, we walked out, we tried to find Nando's, we didn't know where it was. So that step one, we had a problem. So
Someone whose whole challenge is repeatedly going to Nando's.
yeah. So we headed out down the road, probably the wrong road. We started asking directions. Nobody really knew. We found some police. We asked the police, "Where is Nando's?"
That's what they're there for. That's fighting crime as well, I suppose.
The police said, "Well, we don't really know. You're not going down this road though because
There was a stabbing.
It's becoming yes, mentioned as a crime suspect. The net is beginning to close on these murderers.
So we weren't allowed that time. We went to Nando's on Kentish Road, or Kentish Town, I don't know.
Yeah, Kentish Town Road.
Yeah, there we go, Kentish Town Road. We got a taxi there. It was marvellous. We went in.
Easily, please.
Well, what happened?
So you've come back with enough
So
Nando's
we've come back with enough
to delight people throughout the evening.
Yes.
So you're now looking for a third Nando's partner.
Third Nando's date would be
from in situ date.
There's loads of stuff here. There's a lot of chickens. There's a lot of wings. There's wing roulette in here somewhere. I think there's some dessert.
This is a picture of the date.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
That's the manager of Nando's. She was very nice. She gave us half off on what we got here.
If I were her, I'd be being very nice to you as well. Yeah.
Date, by the way.
You've got my next date lined up. It's the dog. Excellent. Yeah, why not? Is the dog allowed spice? Okay.
She's looking quite chilled at the moment. Do you reckon she would want to go on a date? I mean, to be fair, Matthew is sort of, I suppose looks a bit like an animal. There we go. This is what you two could be experiencing in just a few hours.
I'm on my own in the bath, Mark. Alex has gone for a break.
Oh, bath! I forgot about that.
There's room for a Nando's in here.
I came from Belfast and I didn't bring a change of clothes. And I have to go back to Nando's later today.
There's space. Do you mean there's space for you to have Nando's, or? We should all go.
Prepare yourself. Gillian Anderson is coming to pour beans on you.
Of course he is. How are you with that?
It'll be fine.
Update, Mark. Susan Coleman has stubble burn. That is a new experience.
There we go. Welcome to. Oh, well, no, not really. Welcome. Hi, Susan. Does that mean we now need a new outfit for Susan to do this hour?
Don't dress up as you.
Never did dress as me, it's true.
Mark, also a quick update on the Rufus Hound mission.
Yes, this is important. Let's put our minds to the Rufus Hound mission. Then we need to sing happy birthday. So there's two birthday girls, birthday women.
The Rufus Hound mission, we've had several suggestions.
Hang on, let's all, by the way, not just for me, but probably everyone will benefit if it's quite quiet, other than on the stage, and even on the stage, because I admit these are extenuating circumstances, which is X-Files legend Gillian Anderson is smearing bean juice on them, so they've got to if we try and keep all peripheral noise to the minimum. Here is the date, by the way. The dog is being fed chicken down here. It's sort of a date, I suppose, yeah. Now, the Hound mission, this is important. This is one of our most important bits of business. This is a date, that was quite rude.
Gillian, would you like...
It was not filthy. It was lovely.
There we go. It doesn't sound as if he came out of it too badly. If that doesn't ratchet up your sponsorship a bit, Nick, I'll be very disappointed. Back to the Hound mission. Hound has, from now, just under 20. We're into it. What would you?
There was one that came in March.
Show now.
There was one that came in, a nice lady from Sao Paulo, who I think might be watching online. So that's hello.
I don't think she's here. No, realistically.
I'm guessing. Said, why don't you and Rufus go to Sao Paulo? And I passed this on to Rufus, and he said, that's obviously a great plan, but what would we do there? And she said, come get drunk. So that was the end of that.
It's not exactly the mallet and the eggs, is it?
No, essentially, I think. Sorry.
It would also be about 11 or 12 hour flight. I don't think we could get to Brazil and back in.
Probably not as
The
bad.
longer we put this mission off, the more constrained it would be by the laws of time.
Yeah.
Rufus.
No, so the long and the short of it is, we've had a few suggestions. They are largely "come to my house!" exclamation mark, or "go fuck yourself." Which, trust me, if I could, I wouldn't be here.
We can't be many hours away from something like that happening. What about this great escape idea?
The Great Escape idea.
Quite simply, it's for you to cross a border, fly a plane and dig a tunnel. Yeah.
Yeah. Only one minor issue. I think you've got me confused with the 18.
Yeah,
Because it only takes about 20 minutes to learn to fly a plane, doesn't it?
let's discuss this, please. How quickly can somebody do an intensive course in flying a plane? You can
Oh yeah, you get up there, and then once you're up there, you've got ages before you die.
Is it true that? Is it true? Yeah, he could have a go at the controls of a plane, surely. We're just at the moment. We're just trying this idea out. Border-wise, it's a case of getting to Wales and back.
Well, that's just down the M4, isn't it?
I don't think it can be a plane outside a supermarket. No, I don't think it can even be a flight.
We could try and wake up Craig Campbell. He can fly a plane.
Craig can fly a plane.
Craig is a pilot.
Craig is a Canadian comedian who.
Hang on.
Oh.
So, Gillian Anderson knows someone who owns a plane.
John Travolta! Enjoying a cult at the same
It's going to be weird. But just in the middle of a sentence, a boy says, "I'll give Gillian Anderson £5 to draw my face." A sentence that by right should carry the answer, "The fuck are you talking about?"
In this context, it's absolutely normal.
Absolutely
And
fine.
I remind you again, we have 24 more hours of this, and I almost dread to think what might happen.
That we've done over the years, you know, and the idea of having a climax on stage, as it were.
That's not 24 hours on.
I shall rephrase.
It's not your fault that the context has been created, but that is a bad thing to say.
Having events reach, anyway.
It would be great if
on
this-
stage
yes.
for events. So we've had like the comedy Ashes that we did. You know, we've had competitions. We've had things kind of come into fruition. A dream being realised on stage. You know, we've had all
He's
these.
referring to past marathon shows, which most of you would spare.
No, sorry, quite. But it's just that thing about having something on stage in that last hour. You know, that sort of reaching.
Yeah, if he was to do this Great Escape thing, it could all be over within like 9 hours or something, and it would be impressive.
And it would be away from us as well. You know, I mean, we wouldn't be witness to it.
That is the other thing. It needs to be something which maybe culminates in Rufus doing a final difficult thing in the room. Otherwise, we'll feel as if we didn't really share in it.
I mean, the fact that he can travel means he could bring something back, you know, that he could find something, a treasure hunt maybe if there was an element of competition, somebody else was also trying to find similar things or bringing impressive stuff.
The woman that started off with the dress, she's in the Outer Hebrides. Could we not go get the dress for Tiernan?
The woman that gave Tim his first dress in
The final dress,
Oh,
the
yeah.
dress, the blue gold black dress.
that dress, the
dress.
famous dress now.
It's in the Outer Hebrides.
The woman sent the photo from the Outer Hebrides.
Who's lost in Peterborough.
Oh, Matt Ewing. Yeah, I forgot about him. He'll be dead by now. Don't worry about him.
You could send someone to find him.
I think there are basically one option is to set a remarkable itinerary of tasks, individual tasks like this for Rufus, but even then, would it attract the sponsorship? Oh, by the way, he's had his face drawn on by Gillian Anderson. We're a £5 picture.
Due to health and safety reasons.
I don't understand this.
Due to health and safety reasons, I've had to.
Gillian Anderson's got to leave? No, you're not. You're never leaving.
I've had to call a halt to the lemon challenge. Not a halt as such. We are amending the lemon challenge because of health and safety reasons.
Lemon suspension. After 3¼ hours, we have the first lemon suspension situation on LSS. To explain more, here is Luke.
I don't want to stop eating lemons, but something deep within me really wants me to stop eating lemons. I've done 12½. It turns out that's more than I thought. Because I'd only practiced up to 8, and that had been totally fine. And I thought, spread that over a longer period of time. Tom Tuck wants to eat some lemons.
Oh, good luck.
What I reckon we should do, I will eat a lemon an hour. Probably 2 lemons an hour, although I've been told I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
Just eat 1 an hour. No one here is going to judge you. No one. Just do 1 an hour, please. Come on.
Now, this is what we are going to do.
I am lemon.
I am lemon. Okay. Right. So this is how we get around it. We are portioning off the lemon challenge.
Surely it's sparcitrus.
Very good. Oh, that's excellent. That was sparcitrus.
Maybe we just keep him in the room to do stuff like that. Maybe he's wasted digging a tunnel.
I've got 2. It is the best joke I've ever done, mate. And I'm glad you're such a close follower of my work, Tim. Look, I'm very. What I was going to suggest is this: if there isn't really a big challenge, and if anybody thinks of one, or there is one, or we get behind one, that's lovely. If not, I could just hang out. I've been going in the back room. No, you're saying no. Fair enough. All right.
No.
Wait, stop. Gillian Anderson has to leave. And Gillian Anderson has asked if there's anything we would like her to do before she goes. Oh, no, don't make her eat her lemon. The best she's doing it. Yeah, please, let's give massive thanks.
Very quickly, before Jane goes, someone will bid 25 quid, she says happy birthday.
Oh, yes. Caroline B, happy birthday.
25 quid.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday.
One more thing, Gillian.
Yes, sir.
Are you still in touch with your erstwhile co-star, David Duchovny?
Yes.
Is he free?
Free for...
Today?
You mean tonight?
Well, just choreographed if you could just contact him in some way. Just say hello. We don't have to talk to him.
Like live?
Live, was he in America?
Yeah.
So he's awake.
If somebody grabs my phone, I'll
It would be quite good to see a reunion of, sorry? Oh, Mitch's got to coffee. Someone's changed. Oh, I don't have it on this phone. Oh, I don't have it on this phone. Gillian, do you think you might have it on your actual phone?
No, I do, but I need somebody
I believe you. It's just
do you remember where it's in the pocket of my coat?
Let us find the actual telephone of Gillian Anderson. And unlike Minchin, she'll be able to deliver on her promise of phone. It was nearly an ugly race to phone David Duchovny there.
But should we get some donations for the call to happen or something? Should we be promoting it or something like that?
Yeah.
Hang on, he's got it? Yeah. Minchin is phoning Duchovny.
I think Andrew's just gone to go find it. Thank you.
Minchin's already done it. The dog is here. This is amazing. Minchin's confirmed with Anderson. Duchovny's going to get a call one way or another.
Screw Zach Braff.
In the meantime, yeah, I know exactly. If we'd known 2 years ago that this sort of thing would happen, we would have given Zach Braff no time of day. and I do think at some point we need to set ourselves a list of challenges which are absolutely beyond belief for us to achieve. Because if this can happen so early, we should be more ambitious about what. And of course, I don't know what Kennedy has in store, but sometimes it's going to be things like this. So we need to work harder to make odd things happen for ourselves. Otherwise, it's all going to seem quite tame.
If Rufus is looking for something to do, I have 50 Shades of Grey here, which he could watch maybe whilst doing a challenge. So
Tiernan's Torment.
I think we'll get Tiernan to do that at some point. Any challenges of that nature are to be directed to Tiernan, because he's got a whole...
You rang?
Hello, sort of, I said Tiernan, but close enough. In terms of whether he does his radio, I think nature is going to take its course regardless. Oh, that would be good. Yeah, who the hell doesn't want to see... Hang on, what's happening about this phone call? What you keep doing? I don't know what they're doing. How short? How short?
I'll put short 1 minute.
Oh, who wants to see a roughly 1 minute long magic trick?
Yeah, so my name is Matt Ricardo, and I think my job in the next few hours, I'm going to be hanging around, and whenever, you know, you guys lag a little bit, I'm going to come on and just show you a quick trick to wake you the fuck up. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. So I'm going to show you a quick trick now. Nicest mic stand ever. That feels really weird. I'm going to show you a quick trick. I can thank you. Involving these. Now I've got some genuine crystal cut glass goblets. Shut your faces. And I've got a third one of those, and also I've got, if I can upend that, silk handkerchief, and I'm going to put this down just for a second, actually, what the hell. The key prop for this short trick, as the professional circus aficionados in the audience will now be correctly identifying, the yo-yo. Ladies and gentlemen, the yo-yo, the chosen circus prop of the rap and hip-hop community. The yo-yo, I think that's fucking funny. You're not the boss of me. No, I'm sure everybody here, when they were either a child or a particularly irritating adult, you had a yo-yo. And it turns out that one bit of trivia that we all think we know about yo-yos is in fact true. They were originally designed as a hunting weapon. It's an Australian Aborigine hunting weapon. It was a vine, a vine wrapped around a sharp rock. The Aborigine would stalk the kangaroo through the bush, wait till the kangaroo got to a clearing, jump out and then bore the shit out of it with some yo-yo tricks. So, quick trick involving 2 glasses, silk handkerchief, and I stress this is not magic. This is a feat of dexterity, which does mean it won't work. What I will say about this trick is keep your eyes on the glasses and don't blink. And that, I think, you find is a completely useless skill. So I'll be, whenever you start flagging, I'm going to come out and do a quick trick and try and wake you up a little bit. Thank you.
You texted him. Gillian Anderson has texted David Duchovny.
Anderson's in touch with Duchovny, just as I imagine we would be at this stage. Right, text him back. Duchovny text.
He's having dinner. Oh, you just got a text of me and Minton. Great to see you guys together. What's up? What's up?
Well, it's a bit remaining to do, actually.
What should we say?
What do you want? Something about shaving backs.
Yeah, just describe what you've seen, Gillian. That's how investigators work.
I mean, do we want something from him?
Yeah, yes, of course we do.
Money.
What do we want from him?
Money.
He's having dinner.
After dinner for 25 more hours.
No, true. Unless I don't know what people do over there. But even he's not famous.
Maybe just a selfie.
Yeah, can you just get us a picture?
Should I ask him for a selfie
Or like
to send me a text?
Maybe like a good luck thing. Or something like that. That would be a real lift. I don't think enough has happened so
far. Do you know what I love about Gillian Anderson? She's so can-do, isn't she?
It's unbelievable. She's just doing stuff. She's just doing stuff. Anderson is doing stuff.
We must bring on Sarah Millican.
I do agree.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah bloody Millican. Very early days, but even just her saying flower like that, and you feel maybe we can do this. I'm all right, Sarah. It's been what you've seen. It's been quite a few hours.
It's quite the night. Hello, Gillian Anderson.
It's one of those situations. It is literally her as well.
I know. Have you touched her to make sure? I'm in a good place.
Well, she's touched quite a lot of people, if that's right. Yeah. She's touched nearly everyone in this room. She shoveled beans into that man's mouth. She shaved a lot of Tiernan's back.
A lot of it. Was there too much?
There was too much of it. It was improved beyond her in the end.
It's very terrifying, isn't it? Like a good third. Just did a good third.
She had a crack at it, yeah. Tiernan's wearing dresses mostly.
It's quite smooth.
Can I have a feel?
To be fair, look, it's doing very nicely.
Lovely.
Quite a lot is happening, Sarah.
Yeah, I can see.
Now, here's the thing. Sarah was going to come down entirely just to make us all feel better. Who doesn't feel better when Sarah Millican's in the room? No one. That's it. But also...
Yeah, everybody's clapping.
No, there's actually only about 20% of people.
People feel worse when I'm here.
Yeah, just by cheering, who actually feels more down since Sarah entered the room? Okay, so at the very least,
At least people are level.
Exactly. Who feels more or less neutral whether Sarah is here or not? Yeah!
Thank you.
But it's all fun and games. A lot of things. So the thing is, I asked Sarah, of course, did a radio show where she was like an support group, and Sarah was going to come down and give sort of live help to people, but then parallel to this, Kennedy lined up this thing which she was asking you for, which is going to happen at 7 in the morning or something, which presumably...
So I suppose this is more urgent problems. Like
yes,
if
so if you have a really serious problem...
But if it's urgent, I
who would like to pick the brains of... Robertson, you said you had some problems, but then...
Intense personal problems, I don't know.
Do you want to kick us off? Often, this is Sarah Millican, John Robertson. One of John's problems is that he has a bike strapped to him, and it will stay that way.
Every moment is agony, Sarah!
Well, it's because it's not a joke.
No, it's just a fact.
But
throw some cream on.
Oh, wait. Meanwhile, David Duchovny... we have a David Duchovny picture. Yeah, it's not a naughty picture, but we have seen, Minchin snogged the hell out of Kalman about an hour ago, so if you hang around...
missed that.
Yeah, she did.
That might happen again.
I don't think that anyone could ask any more of Gillian Anderson than we have had tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Gillian Anderson! And that's something none of us will forget, I think. Thank you, Gillian.
Sorry. Alan could not stop looking at her.
It was more. She offered to shave Cameron's bits, you know. A super girl thing. I think something really filthy took place there, just verbally. Which, to be fair, if it's just verbally, that's better than it could be. We've got so much to be getting on with. I've got a list of the countries that we need to find a person from. I'm going to give that to Giles and we'll eventually put them up on the screen. That's what I should do. It's a birthday. 2 people here, it's their birthday post midnight, and we're meant to be celebrating it, and we haven't. Have you got that list there, Sarah, or did you give it to someone? If we pass this list forward, this is a list of birthday customs from around the world, which we will use to commemorate Sarah and Emma's special day. But in the meantime, Millican is here. So let's do something with Sarah. Has anyone got a psychological
Psychological.
Yeah, I'm looking for you to actually sort someone's can you like
There's a hand up. There's a hand up.
Yes.
Flower.
It's not quite etiquette, so I brought a spare pair of pants with me.
Good lad. Are you planning on staying the whole way through?
He's going to be here for a lot of these people. By the way, who basically thinks they'll stay for the whole 27 hours? It is most people.
When did you put the pants on, sir? What's your name?
It's Barney.
Barney, hello, love. When did you put the pants on?
These ones went on this morning.
This morning? Did you even, like, put new ones on for the show? You've been travelling ever since. But you had the spare pants in your bag?
Yes.
Or you kept them in your bag?
Barney's already had the pants on for longer than we would like, is the upshot of this
I
discussion.
feel like you should have put them on for me arriving, if I'm honest.
So your advice would basically be as close, like, as soon as possible now for the pants.
Have you had a poo today? Not yet.
Who knew?
Not yet.
Barney has yet to register, right? Barney has yet to trouble the scorers. She gets these things out of people.
But I think you might need to go to the doctor about the poo thing. That's my first bit of advice, if that's all right. And I think if you're going to be here till what time do you finish?
Oh, it's bloody ages. It's midnight tomorrow. So just
wow.
yeah.
I think you could. What time do you normally get up?
7-ish.
I think you could probably go to the loo at about 7-ish. And
Getting more advice than you bargained for here.
Have a swill in the sink.
I brought some wet wipes, fine.
Oh, you brought wet wipes. You are organised.
He's done this before.
You could pretend tomorrow was a different day, even though you're not at home, and put new pants on at 7 a.m. Unless the people either side of you ask for them to go on early, which might happen.
It's not entirely Sarah's decision when Barney changes his pants. But there you go.
Is it not? Do I? Oh, I thought I
Well, no, you're giving advice, but in the end, the final say will be with his.
Yes.
All right, no, take that back. It is Sarah's decision. Anything that Sarah says actually does become law now. So there you go.
Wow.
That was just a minor point of behaviour, but it shows you that Milliken can turn her hand to any sort of advice.
And we found out a lot about his poos and stuff, so
Yeah, that was
everybody
kind of
feels
collateral,
they
I
know Barney a bit better now.
Would anyone else like anything from, in terms of advice or encouragement from Sarah?
Oh, encouragement, that sounds
Yeah,
nice.
well, you're just quite a cheering person.
Oh,
aren't you?
hello, Flower.
I've got a lot on my body to draw. Do you have any idea for...
Ideas for how to, yeah, do you want to, he's drawing all over his body over the
Okay.
course of the show, basically. Any ideas for,
But what you could draw.
Would you like to commission
You could draw
a drawing?
like a cock and balls on your cock and balls. Because every time I draw, people say draw something, I always think cock and balls.
balls,
That's
yeah.
like a natural thing, and you can draw one on your cock and balls, and maybe a bigger. I'm just saying that you haven't got a lovely sized one.
It would be cock and ball squared, which everyone likes that. Yeah. Yeah, cock and ball square, CB2. Go for it, mate.
That works.
I guess just do it there. Whatever standards of taste and decency were once in the room left around the time Carmen arrived, I think.
I wondered if you had any ideas for what the Torment Tiernan session could be in the next 29 minutes. Bear in mind it's got to top Gillian Anderson shaving my back.
Sarah's doing good at this. So basically, Tiernan's challenge is every hour something unpleasant
horrible.
happens to him, yeah.
What about, there's quite a few hairs left on your back. Somebody could pluck them. Isn't this supposed to be Torment Tiernan? I'm sorry.
Do what? Oh, pluck them. We have tweezers.
We have tweezers.
I think-
Of course we have. There are people.
Do we have gaffer tape? Undoubtedly in this theatre we will have gaffer tape, yeah.
Oh. You're welcome.
I think all she's saying is if you're going to clear up your back, you might as well get
Yeah,
the
you
job
might as
done
well do the
properly.
whole
Yeah.
thing, love.
It feels a bit sort of
I'll do a bit of
otherwise.
plucking if you want.
I bet
Because
you-
it's doing me. I didn't just looking at it.
I think that's probably right. Yeah, should we get this done? Timmy, okay,
got the
can we get plucking equipment
You got
down here as quickly
tweezers.
as possible?
Plucking equipment. Oh,
Sarah's
thank
trying to
you.
get money.
So
There we
many
go.
tweezers. Hello.
Naturally, the guy that's churning butter also has tweezers. While
I was going to have fun. I didn't know it was going to be this much fun.
Oh, Sarah, you don't know the half of it. While this begins, it's time for a new total. Are you ready for a new fundraising total? And the new tally is... nearly 31,700. Not bad. But relatively sluggish, I would say, in the past half hour or so. We need to think of more ways to get money out of people. There are various ideas I've got that have not even aired yet. Most of them involve... sorry.